One second he was out on the battlefield running a mission, and the next thing he knew, he was sitting on a train. The guy was completely thrown. He had no clue what was going on. To make things weirder, there was a woman sitting across from him talking his ear off. She seemed to know him pretty well, but he'd never seen her before in his life. Right then, another passenger accidentally spilled coffee all over his shoe. He was about to say something, but with everything around him feeling so foreign, he just let it slide. Just then, the conductor came by to check tickets. The guy was still trying to piece things together, but luckily the woman reached right into his pocket like she'd done it 100 times, pulled out the ticket, and handed it over, almost as if she'd bought it for him herself. Ever since they got on the train, this woman had been calling him Sean, but his name was Coulter.
Look, I can see that you think you know me, but I don't know who you are. My name is Captain Coulter Stevens. I fly helicopters for the U.S. Army in Afghanistan.
The woman just laughed it off, thinking he was messing with her. Coulter didn't know what to do, but when he turned to glance at the window, he got the shock of his life. The reflection staring back wasn't him, it was somebody else entirely. Freaked out, Coulter jumped up and headed for the bathroom to figure out what was going on. He hurried to the bathroom and worked up the nerve to take a look. Coulter couldn't believe his eyes. He pulled out the wallet and found that even his ID had been swapped. It said Sean, and apparently he was a school teacher. Now it all made sense why the woman had been calling him Sean. His weird behavior caught the woman's attention, and she started asking if something was wrong. But while they were going back and forth, the train pulled into downtown Chicago. And then, suddenly,
Look at me. Everything's gonna be okay.
a massive explosion tore through the train, killing everyone on board. But then, Coulter woke up in some dark, cramped space, with a female officer standing in front of him talking to him. Thankfully, he recognized her. Her name was Colleen. He immediately asked what the hell was going on, whether this was some kind of military drill. But Colleen dodged the question completely and just kept pressing him about who set off the bomb. Coulter had no idea. Seeing she wasn't getting anywhere, Colleen sent him back onto the train, telling him he had exactly 8 minutes to find the bomb and the person behind it. Before Coulter could even wrap his head around it, he was zapped back to 8 minutes earlier. He jolted awake. The woman across from him was saying the exact same words, and sure enough, the coffee spilled on his shoe again. Coulter's head was spinning, but right now, he had one job: find the bomber.